should totally be smelling me right now. I smell like so good, like so delicious. Got this new scent by Bath and Body Works called Dahlia. Please check it out. It smells so good. Thank you guys, for my VIP returning members. Nice to have you back. Your first time at my channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe if you are looking for a channel that offers a little bit of everything. So like relax, take off your shoes, you know, get a feel for the place. In today's video, we are going to be talking about seasonal friends, the different type of signs that let you know ahead of time that this is going to be a seasonal friend. And of course, the outcomes and the reasons for seasonal friends and why they are important too. Seasonal friends are basically friends that are meant to be in your life for a season or reason and not necessarily for a lifetime. Never feel bad for losing a friend, guys, that are not meant to be in your life for the course of your life. I'll start by telling you guys a quick story of my own experience of a seasonal friend, what I got out of it, how I looked at it and viewed it, and was able to move on knowing that there is no beef in my heart for this person. Just because a friendship has expired does not mean they have to be beef. Best person to like end the friendship with, because I will let you go on your merry way. It will be no beef coming from me. Let's see you eat, sis. Just not at my table. That is such a message. Always try to look at a positive in any negative situation. I guarantee it's gonna make you feel better about the whole thing, and it's easier for you to move on in a better light, in a better space. I had this friend. Yeah, we gonna keep it cute and keep calling her friend. We started off as work friends. Time it transpired to a good friendship, at least I thought. It got to the point where she was coming over to my home. I was also going to hers. We was going out for drinks, going out to lunch together. I even took it a step further and helped her out financially when she needed it. We just did the whole 9 yards in a friendship. She even shared extremely personal information with me, which looking back, I'm like super shocked, because it's like, okay, you knew you really wasn't my real friend, so it's like, why take it there? I do want to disclose something. Even though we are no longer friends and we are no longer going to be friends, those secrets that she told me would never leave my mouth, nor never will. Exposing people was never my MO, never in my blood. Honestly, there's no benefit for me to tell you this. Back on the story. There was actually many signs there to tell me early on in our friendship that she may have not been the one as a friend. Many people have warned me about her, and I chose to overlook it only because I felt like we connected so well at the time as friends. I do beat up myself a little bit about how I did ignore the signs that very much let me know that she was not capable of sustaining a solid, genuine friendship. One of them being that she used to tell me so many stories to how she fell out with so many friends and women before me. Keep it real. If she's falling out with so many different friends that came before me, maybe they weren't all the problem. Maybe some of it was a little bit of her. She actually took the time to explain why she fell out with certain women. And sometimes the stories didn't add up or make complete sense, but I'm the type of person that like, okay, if you're going to take the time to lie to me or not tell me the full story on something, that's you. I'm going to let you continue your lie, because eventually you're going to call yourself out on it anyway. So I let her continue believing that it was all them and none of her. Another reason being was that, okay, she had like a fairly popular podcast on social media, and people used to tell her, like people that I met through her used to tell her like, oh, you should totally put Raven on the podcast with you. And she used to have other people join her, and she used to be like all down for it in that moment, say, oh yeah, definitely. And next time that next time came, it's like she fell asleep or she forgot. Basically showed me that she really did not want me to share the spotlight with her, which is fine. I did not become her friend for a MO that was other than having a friend in her. That's your realm, sis. Like, I don't mind. Then another reason is like everything that we did or talked about, she always made it into a competition. Like, I am so not new to this. A lot of my friends in the past that are no longer friends of mine made a lot of things into a competition. I never really got that. At the end of the day, you want your circle to all be bosses and all rise above. You want all your homegirls to be able to eat. So it's just like, okay, everything is not a competition. I be great in our own lanes. Like, it's not that serious. You just make comments that disguise as compliments, but let's just be honest, like, You know when somebody is saying something to you, know when it's coming from a good place or not. And most of those little compliments you used to give me never came into a good place. For an example, if you come to someone home and you like how they decorate, it's like, okay girl, you got it going on, or okay girl, your house is cute. You won't say things like, oh, look what you got. If you don't look at that person while saying it with like a type of look that's just kind of weird. Like, sis, don't be weird. Sometimes just her energy period just came off kind of off. But at the same time, she never really directly disrespected me. So it's just like, okay, let's keep it moving with this friendship. Another side note, you have to be careful. Sometimes people can really be genuinely happy for you. Like, you can be happy for them. Sometimes there's other people that's low-key envious or jealous of you for whatever reason. It can be all the way down to how people love you or how people gravitate towards you. Some people legit will look at you like, why her, or why not me? People that has nothing to lose will make you lose everything. So just be careful. Just to sum it all up, it was getting to the point, our friendship towards the end, that I was getting nothing but shady comments from her and nothing genuine. I know some of y'all probably thinking like, sis, why continue to be her homegirl at this point? But honestly, just like in every relationship, you have your ups and downs and your good moments and your bad. She was so dope sometimes, especially at the beginning, from good company. She even gave me dope advice on some things. That might have been the podcast in her. That's why she's great at her craft. After I left my job, our friendship suddenly stopped. Like, dang sis, like, what's really sis? I'm talking about phone call stopped, texts stopped, everything just suddenly stopped. Really legit did not even end on exchanging harsh words. It just simply was a off weird energy from the very jump between us that kind of grew stronger over time and eventually was the end of our friendship. It is now approaching a year since I left my job, and we crossed paths maybe about a couple weeks ago, and she made it very clear that it's hate in her heart towards me, and I just don't know why. She mentioned the fact that she felt like I was never really a friend to her, but she failed to give me the reasons to why she felt like that. And I took it a step further and text her on it to maybe like figure out, okay, what I need to work on as a friend in the future. And she never responded. At this point, I'm still lost, but I just took it as she is no longer a friend that needs to be in my life. And God did this for a reason. My example of this season of friend was very much a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you why. So, if it wasn't for our seasonal friendship, one of her family members would have never took over my car payments on a car that I did not need. During the course of our friendship, I mentioned to her how I had this car I'm paying monthly payments on that I didn't need. I was literally going to end up wasting thousands of dollars for no reason, not asking for extra money on top of it to pocket. Nothing. I just simply want the car out of my name because I did not need it, and I was wasting money every month paying on a car that I did not need. It was a new car in great condition. She mentioned that she had a family member that would have been interested in taking over the payments because she couldn't believe the great deal that it was. In fact, that family member did take that car out of my hands. So I am grateful for our seasonal friendship, okay? You just saved me and my family thousands of dollars. And I no longer have to worry about paying for a car each month that I did not need. Our seasonal friendship ended up benefiting me a lot. Even though she did not make it to be a lifelong friend, she did something great for me and my family. So no bad blood, sis. Never be a sad moment for a person that don't mean you well to stay in your life for long. If a friendship expires and you force that friendship to continue, it's going to end up doing more harm than good. And that we are not everybody cup of tea. And in the reality, you shouldn't want to be. Because if you're everybody cup of tea, that means there's an artificial flavor in that cup somewhere. We don't want that. The solid people that's meant for your life for life is the only people that matter. And to them, honey, you they cup of Henny, they wine, whatever else drink that y'all like. So in the comment section below, I love to hear from you. What are some of your stories about a seasonal friend? What was your takeaway from it? What's some of the positives that it brought to you? Seasonal friends are for a reason, so we're not going to have no regret. In many cases, they bring out what you need to see, even within yourself. Even tell me the signs that you chose to overlook and why. So until next time, you guys, as always, the world is yours.